You got your first listing, and now I'm here to tell you exactly how to manage it so you can be the best listing agent you can be. So the first thing after you've gotten your listing agreement signed, hopefully you've already had a successful listing appointment and do have this listing, what you want to do is first schedule a day and time to take your pictures. Don't just show up with a camera ready to go. You may have to talk to your seller first, especially if the property is occupied, just to make sure all personal photos, any family portraits, anything really unique is removed from the property, because there's no reason to have your Zillow listing holding a giant family mural 10 feet across the wall. No one needs to see that. No one needs to know whose specific house this is. I would just make sure you walk through the house and just give the seller strict guidelines on what you expect your property to look like. It's really important that your pictures speak for themselves. If you're gonna get paid 4 to 5 figures to sell this property or even rent a property out, there's no sense pulling out your phone saying, all right, I got this. That just looks terrible. It looks like you're not taking this seriously, and no one wants to see that. After your photos are done, if the association and the seller is okay with you putting a lawn sign, I highly recommend it. Make sure you check with the city, the association, and the seller before putting a sign in the lawn, because some cities do have regulations on, number one, where and the size of the sign you can have in your yard. Some associations don't allow signs at all. You will spend $100 on a sign and it will get thrown away with no repercussion, no refunds. The purpose of the sign is just to get that increased traffic. When people are driving by and they see that sign, they're gonna call you, and not only does that help you get your listing sold, if this listing doesn't work for them, it's a whole nother client for another transaction on another day. So the sign definitely pays for itself if you can get one out. I'd put one on every listing you can. Once you're at the property and the seller's giving you a copy of the key, I'd also suggest putting a lockbox on the door right around this time as well, just so you can get back, put the listing online, and start showing right away. If you're looking for what lockbox to buy, I have a video, I'll put a link below, which goes over the Super Lockbox, which is my personal favorite. It's an electronic Bluetooth enabled lockbox that links right to your phone. While all this is taking place, while the pictures are being taken, the signs going up, the lockbox is going on, I'd also take some mental notes on what's going on with the property. You want to notate which direction does it face. This is important because some people really want to live with that sunrise or sunset every morning, and they will ask you what direction it faces. It also is required to put in on the MLS. You want to notate any specific features. Does it have a washer dryer hookup? Is there a dishwasher? Is there carpet in the bedroom? Some people really don't like that. As much information as you can get while you're at the property, the better, just so your listing is as detailed as possible. Put the property on MLS with your detailed description, your magazine quality photos. Set up your showing instructions on how it can be seen, whether that be you personally going to meet them there to show it, the owner of the property being there to let them in, if the property's rented, if the tenants are going to let them in, or if they could just go ahead and get access to this lockbox you put on. Now that the property is on MLS and whatever other social media you put it on or any other websites to get it marketed, it's time to do the ongoing day-to-day activities of a listing agent. I like to look at my updates weekly. So what I'll do is every Monday, all the showings I've had from the week, I'll call all the showing agents one by one. I'll send them a picture of the property as a reminder, and I'll just ask, what did your buyers think? Are they interested? Do they want to make an offer? If not, is there any price that they would make an offer at? You will be surprised how effective that line is. If a week's gone by and you haven't had any showings whatsoever, this is a good indication that your price might be too high for either the property you have, the amount of work your property needs, or the location your property is in. So every week, it's also important to reassess your comparables. Make sure nothing new came on the market that's gonna blow your listing price out of the water, and just really be aware of your market, of your surroundings, and what's going on around you. Within your first week of market time, I'd set up an open house if you're gonna do one. Make sure your seller's okay with it, don't just do it. After each showing, it's really important to get feedback from that buyer or tenant's agent just to see what they thought or what their clients thought of your listing. It's really important to listen here. Their opinions may not be what you or your seller were expecting to hear, but these are the people you're trying to please. These are your consumers. So if they're telling you the property is overpriced, and this is now the 4th agent in a row to tell you that the property is overpriced, maybe the property is overpriced. So at that time, I'd go back, redo your comps, and talk to your seller. After each time you're getting feedback, if you hear something that's kind of repetitive, it's very crucial to call your seller back, be proactive, and tell them this is what the people are saying, and this is how we should fix it. If you're looking at a lot of showings and your property has a lot of activity, it's really important to also check on the property every now and then. So if you're getting, say, 10 showings a week, I would say every 3 days or every week, go out, look at the property, make sure the door is not unlocked, make sure there's no windows open, make sure the AC is not set to 50 and leaking. You will be surprised the things that can go wrong if you neglect the listing. When it comes to marketing, it has to go with what works best for you. Some people work best with email, some people work best with just calling everyone down the line. Others work best on social media. In fact, I work best with social media marketing. If you want me to do a video on content-based marketing or social media marketing, put a comment below. I'll try to knock one out as soon as I can if you're interested in watching it. If you guys don't care about it, I'm not gonna do it. I'll do something else. I remember when I first started real estate, I was a YouTube junkie. I would constantly go on YouTube and just look things up trying to learn, because when I first started, I didn't really learn much at my brokerage, at my company. I was really self-taught with books and videos. So my issue was, I would go on YouTube looking things up and I could never find a freaking result, or if I did, it was some guy that just totally missed the point and it was just awful. So I'm here to be the go-to guy to just give you the direct information, no stupid intro, no filler, just you watch the video, you get your answer, you leave, goodbye. So if there's a video you want me to do, shoot me a message, give me a call. If you want to be a realtor, if you already have your license, give me a call and we can work out putting you on a team and finding where you fit best. If you're not a realtor yet and want to get your license, go to realestateexpress.com. There's a discount link in my description below. Also, if you went to real estate school, passed that final, and are ready for the state exam, this book is highly recommended by me personally. This is my 4th time buying it. I passed every time I used this book to study. And personally, the few people I have given this book to as a gift also passed. So link in the description for this book. Link in the description to go to Real Estate School Online. I hope you guys subscribe. I hope you like the video. I'll see you in the next one.